Hi, I'm Kirsten, and I am a mindset coach for women of color. Particularly, I help women change their mindset around money and lifestyles so that they can live a life of financial freedom and live the life that they truly love and the life that they want to live. So, I recently wrote an ebook called So You're Inspired, Now What? And it is a guide for women of color on how to use inspiration to create a life that they love. So I wanted to, in this video, talk a little bit about one aspect of the book that I mention in my book, or one part of inspiration that a lot of people kind of overthink. And what I call it is like the sliding scale of inspiration. And what that is you usually start, you want to imagine like a little pyramid, and you usually start at the bottom, wherever you are in life, and say, maybe you listened to a TED talk and got inspired, or maybe you got inspired by seeing someone in really great shape. So you're inspired to get into shape. So you get inspired, and then inspiration kind of takes you up and up and up. And then you get to what I call like an inspiration peak, where, you kind of feel like, yeah, you're going to the gym, you started eating healthy, you're doing all of these things. Maybe you wanted to start your own business, and like you have your plan written out, you have everything laid out, and you're ready to go. You have like your paper to file your LLC, all of that. And so you reach this peak, and then suddenly you start to go down. Suddenly you start to lose that inspiration, you lose that motivation, and then you end up getting back to where you started. So I call that the sliding scale of inspiration, because a lot of us always start off feeling so inspired to do something, and we usually make these really big steps towards living the life that we love, these big steps towards our dreams, and then something happens and we fall short. And usually what causes us to get from that peak to fall back down is fear. Usually fear finds a way into our minds and gets us to a point where we start to question ourselves, we start to doubt ourselves, and then we end up kind of leaving where we started, kind of abandoning. That was what I was looking for. We ended up abandoning, our hopes and dreams, and kind of go back into where we started. So one way, if you kind of feel like this is resonating with you, first, let me remind you to like this video or comment on this video if this is resonating with you. And this has happened to me too, where I've kind of gotten inspired by something, and then, fear takes over and I lose that inspiration. And so the biggest thing to do is, next time you feel inspired, really start to be aware of if this kind of sliding scale of inspiration is happening to you. Notice what you're doing with the inspiration, noticing like when fear starts to kick in. Does fear start to kick in, when things start to get real, when you're concentrating, when you're focused, and really kind of evaluate that fear of, well, why do I have this fear? What are the risks? What am I overthinking? What am I not thinking about? And I think when you start to create that awareness of like where your inspiration takes you, you can start to utilize your inspiration to actually help you get where you want. Because I think everyone, and I talk about this in my book, a lot of people kind of just throw around this phrase, oh, I'm so inspired, or you're so inspiring, or so-and-so is so inspiring. But what next? We can't just go around life just being inspired. We have to do something with our inspiration. We have to take inspired action. And in my book, I tell you exactly how to do that. So if you want to check out the book, you can click the links below. You can get a free audio preview of my book. It's on SoundCloud, and I will put the link below in case you're like, who is this person? And you don't know who I am, and you want to get a preview of a book, you can. Depending on when you're watching this video, the book will be available. It's available to pre-order right now, and you can order it. It will be available live, I guess, on January 20th, 2021. And yeah, if you have any questions on this, let me know. Leave a comment, send me a message, and I hope that you can use your inspiration to take inspired action and create a life that you are worthy of living, and create a life that you love.